was actually like a perfect segue into my next question, was just obviously this has been such a trying, really devastating time for so many people. But like in your particular situation, have you seen any additional like positive things that I guess that have come from this, or any particular victory or anything like that that really comes to mind?
I would definitely say, like I mentioned before, the new ways of doing things, right?
Yeah.
Now we know more than ever that we can still get certain things done without actually being together like that. We can still find different ways of doing things that we love to do, that our residents love to do. And so that has been a learning process for all of us. And we appreciate that COVID has taught us that, you know, don't look at one way of doing things, look at different ways of doing things and being able to accomplish the same goal. So that has been my biggest takeaway from COVID. Another thing that I would say as far as victories, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive.
And if not, that's okay. But
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that would be like, I would say with my, like the staff that I work with, like my therapy staff, for example, like I already mentioned, a lot of them were positive for COVID, and a lot of them were really, really sick. And so for them to even come back to the building and be willing to work again in the conditions, even when we still had positive patients, a lot of them returned to work, and they were still there with our residents and still showing up every day. So that to me is a victory to see that. And of course, we had residents who also were positive and are now okay. So definitely those are the victories that I've seen so far with COVID. We're dealing with COVID.
man, that's such a good point. I feel like every time I even just go to the grocery store, like there is that element of fear, like, oh my gosh, is this the one time where, even if I try not to
Yeah.
touch as many things as possible, or if, if I'm making sure I wear my mask and I'm giving myself that 6 foot distance and whatnot, like
Yeah.
there's still that teeny tiny bit of chance. And for someone to have not only
Absolutely.
have that fear at work, but to have gotten it and then have to quarantine and then go back to work, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what a thing to have to
Yeah.
go through. You guys are so brave. Like we honestly, we can't say it enough.
Thank
Hats off to
you.
you for
Thank
sure.
you.